The subject of the day is first to have a look on the basic techniques for programming the microcontroller on the MbedOS. And for that one, I have a document in here. So it's a document on the MbedOS operating system and development environment in subtitle in my Learn page, and then down to MbedOS some programming techniques. So if you like, you can open the same PDF document from here. And then I will open those pages that I referenced to in this document on the other side of my screen. So if you have a too small screen over there and you can't read this small text, you can also open these documents on your own computer. So first we will have a look on so that where all these names. Like we have been seen on the programming that there is a name for the input-output pins. So D4, D5, A7, A6, LED1, SPI, master, out, slave, in, and so on. So these are of course not part of the C++ programming. So somewhere there is a definition that what these are and what they are doing. And for that definition, we can go to the GitHub page of the ARM embed, and then from there to the operating system page. So they publish a lot of information also in the GitHub. And then on the ARM embed GitHub page, we go to the MbedOS. And then you go to the targets. So this ARM MbedOS page and down to targets. Wait a second, targets in here. So the folder targets. And then from there, we go to the ST microelectronics. So target STM. And from there, we go to the processor family that our small microcontroller board has got. So there is a microcontroller from the family STM32L4, and then that's down here. So this folder. And from there, we can go to STM32L432XC. So some of these 432 microcontrollers, and it's that first one in here. So this family, I mean, even from the microcontroller manufacturer ST Microelectronics, they have published. I think that these are the files here are made by the people in the ST Microelectronics, and those are then published here on the ARM embed GitHub repository. So there is for the 432 family. And then there is our board. So exactly, this is then what we have got, this development board. That folder. And then there are a few files. So these are called when you compile the your code. So in your code, you are not writing that include pinnames.h. You write there include MbedOS, isn't it? And then if you follow that link, that what all program files are called, then finally you find out that this will finally be called the pinnames. And then we go to the pin names. And then down there is a definition of the pin names. So if you remember looking at the board view, then for the pins, there is this kind of pin name, BA1, BA1, BA2, BA3, BA4, and BA5, and so on. So these are the pin names used by the company ST Microelectronics. And then there is a definition that what is the address of this pin. But this is not directly the memory address for the pin. That's somehow hidden somewhere still. But then what are the other pin names, the D4, D5, A7, and so on? If we go down in this file, then we find out that, okay, for example, if we look at the D13, which is on that board, the internal LED pin, it refers to BB3. And then also, if we write in our code LED1, it refers to the same BB3. If we write there LED2, refers to the same pin BB3. LED3, all these LED1 to 4 refer to exactly the same pin. There are just names for LED1, LED2, LED3, LED4, because on the original ARM Mbed development board they manufactured some years ago, there were 4 LEDs. And then some demo code examples, there might be a call for a LED number 4. And then that's still referring to the same pin if we use this board. Right. So that's the trick, that where to find the why it is possible to use these pin names D1, D2, D3. These are just synonyms for the pin names BA10, BA9, BA12. And then also these SPI communication pins are defined in here. So the SPI pins are BB5, BB4, BB3. And these are the pins D13, D12, D11. That's why we are using exactly this SPI port there, because it's like defined that if you call in your C++ program, you write there as a pin name the SPI clock, this SPI SCK, it refers directly to that pin. Right, any questions about this?